What do you expect me to say up there? I want you to tell the truth, of course. I want you to tell the court exactly how you were set free. Alright, you good taking another night shift? He's infuriating, but I'd rather he didn't get shanked at the moment. Of course, Adone. Detective London will be back shortly, and I'll make sure Sasuke's monitored all night. What is it? You're going to ask me to explain his decision? Because I'm done trying at this point. I don't think his decision is that confusing. He wants to be loyal to the people who've shown loyalty to him. Shown loyalty? Do you need a microscope to see it? You spot any members of the noble house of Icaria around here? Are they hiding under a box somewhere? The people who've shown loyalty to him historically. His decision doesn't confuse me, but his choice of words. He considers the Icaria his true family, yet he again spoke of a debt to them. That seemed odd to me. Actually, that I agree with. Like, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into it because, you know, it's personal stuff. But, like, I do see that if you are raised in a sort of a good, happy family and such, that it's normal to feel a sense of debt to your parents or whoever raised you. You know, because, like, yeah, because they raised you for years. You know, they did, etc. So, you know, I get that. What do you think? I don't know. Do they really shave everyone in prison, or was that another bluff? Not everyone, no. Only everyone who can't pay the fees. 8:44. Morgan's apartment. A good puzzle feels satisfying to complete. Like a good story, it maintains its appeal even when viewed in hindsight. A bad puzzle doesn't make sense after you finish it. The picture's there, but it's muddled, vague. And you feel like an idiot for bothering to piece it together. Sasuke Icaria is that kind of puzzle. I fit every edge to every edge just so, but the result wasn't satisfying. An infuriating client cap off a frustrating case. Having to keep track of what the cops know, what the Blue Bloods know, what the Icaria are hiding, what Emma's thinking. What I've learned, what I know to be true, what I can prove, and what I can actually say. And even after all that, getting kneecapped when my client refuses to play his best cards. I want to clear my head. Or maybe empty it. Ooh, sorry, I'm in a corner. So actually, the last time we were here was the beginning of the previous episode. Watch TV. Don't feel like finding something to stream. Sarah's messed up all my recommendations anyway. My homepages used to be great, tuned to a T. I got closed circuit footage of industrial machine accidents and gun disassemblies with no commentary. Oh my god. I mean, if you want to come across like a psychopath. So, what do you watch for fun? You know, industrial machine accidents and gun disassembling. No commentary, though. Now it's all street workout videos and Sarah. And film director tier lists. If the end result is my internet history looks a little more random to an outsider, I guess I can forgive it. But if she ever gets me added to mailing lists for diet supplements, I'm fully revoking her net access. Look. Not in the mood for people watching. Sometimes if I let my eyes unfocus, the massive foot traffic on the streets below melds into one dark amoeba, curling slightly at its edges as it squirms along the petri dish of the world around me. Its edges lost beyond the horizon. Which can be zen in its own way. I'm guessing that's what people see in ant farms, but I wouldn't know. Who the hell would want more insects crawling around the house? Seconded! Bake? I'm not hungry. Baking is satisfying. Applied chemistry, which is just applied maths. But the cleanup isn't fun. And when I don't have a neighbour I'm trying to butter up or a client to visit, everything just sits in my freezer until I end up throwing it out. Sarah seems to shovel it down without complaint. Horrible expression, but she's not here now. When I was still slaving away in that witch's office, I never wanted for hungry mouths. Co-workers will eat anything you leave out in a break room. If I ever get truly desperate to hide evidence, I'll just bake it into a pie and find an office birthday party to crash. It'll be gone without a trace in minutes. This is pointless. Might as well close my eyes and wait. Even staring daggers into the back of my own eyelids would do more good than this. Whatever this is. Hey, cool kid. If you go to jail for starting this pyramid scheme of an extracurricular activity, does that help or hurt your chance of becoming a lawyer? You're trying to recruit members because if you don't hit critical mass, this all falls apart. It's exactly like a pyramid scheme. Well, I don't know that I can give you advice since I'm only a member on paper, but if you want to start a club for solving mysteries, maybe you should, solve one first. I don't know, ask questions, talk to people, I guess. Record what they say. Take notes and think hard. Oh, you never know, you could be pretty persuasive, or at least entertaining. I mean, I'm still sitting here for some reason, right? I wonder what the payoff for all that's going to be. Like, we've had a few of those. Guess I fell asleep after all. It's still dark out though. What time is it? 5 in the morning? Says 9:40 on my phone. I slept for 30 minutes, that's it? Yeah, I've been there. What the hell's going on with me today? Am I really about to give up and start scrolling on my phone? That's what I do when I can't sleep. I should check my temperature, there might be something wrong with me. Don't feel like going to find the thermometer? How about a bet? 300 says the first article that pops up is an advertisement. There's always good news every night. Beloved school janitor given dance-off salute by students after having to postpone retirement for third time. Double or nothing. Federal investigators recovered Denning's girl. Well, congrats on no longer being kidnapped. But you just cost me 600, you little shit. Federal investigators... This is a weird one. Essentially, Joseph Dennings, the father of the girl who was kidnapped, was a CEO and basically brought advertisements to active duty armed forces members. So, sort of gave them automatically generated ads about the kind of products they may want when they get back home. And he stepped down to focus on his philanthropy, and his daughter was kidnapped, and he seemed to react, it makes almost a point of being like, he didn't react like with any kind of panic, and he just immediately contacted the investigators, and then they used weird, outdated techniques like checking out the psychology of the kidnappers, and they studied their techniques to work out that they're all people trained in hostage retrieval, and that they were former military, and it's been heavily implied that this is the reason they went after him is because he had connection to them from his putting advertisements into the heads of military, and they were found relatively quickly, and she was brought back safe. And it name drops Special Investigator Ayase, Technical Analyst Solkov, Special Agent Greenfield, and Special Agent Beckham. What a weird thing. How's that for long odds? What are the chances I see that name? Perfect timing, actually. Maybe chewing out Mary for keeping me in the dark is just the nightcap I need. That woman was like a black cat. Hang on, that knock doesn't sound like Mireille. Oi! The voice almost sounds like... Turn up already, you shit. Better check the door cam. Oh! Detective, is that you? Open up. Pardon? No, look at her. I mean, she's clearly drunk, but adorable. I said, open up. Hang on, are you... Wow. Don't pretend you can't hear me in your little creep cave, you little creep. Detective Reyes, are you drunk? Yes, no. It's a crime for you to ask me that. Oh. I could just wave my badge hello to the door cam. And my door just unlocks like that? That can't be legal. No, it's not legal. Look at her! No, it's not legal. What? Wait, what model of door is it? Oh my god. Oh yeah, for this model of door, it's zoning is legal for me to unlock your door like that. Guess Han had a point. Needing to make spare keys is a fair trade-off to avoid this bullshit. And since you just invited me in, I did not. Here I am above the book. No, she's so adorable. What's happening right now? Why is she seeing it all the way up there? Who'd you kill to get a place this huge? What'd you even do with this much space? Act for the rafters like a bat? Echo? 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 Detective, this is absurd. Does anyone even know you're... Does anyone even know you're here? What? Let me check. Detective Reyes, badge number 10806, reporting on all channels. Self-assignment, protective surveillance of suspected criminal target. Threat assessed as medium to low, target capabilities. Not a threat to self or others. Reporting in from... What's your address? Do not dox me to every cop in the city, Reyes. Reporting in from address withheld. Any copies? Over. Copy. Copy. Cam saw you entering the building. Copy. Reading your biomonitor. We've got you. 10806. Have a quiet night. Are you finished? Hey, where's the snowball? What? She waves her hand in a rough approximation of something cloud-shaped. Snowball, porky ball, matcha ball. Sarah's doing her job. No! Likely story. You probably got to make her sleep in a coffin in the parking garage. Going off David's setup, she might be more comfortable if I did. Is this booze? That's water. Yeah, God. Can I do something for you this evening, detective? Or did you come here to critique my interior decorating and knock shit over? So I just wanted to have another look at this. Self-assignment, protective surveillance of suspected criminal target, threat assessed from medium to low, target capabilities, not a threat to self or others. Because when I first read that, I'm like thinking to myself, is she saying that Morgan is the threat? But no, she specifically says that Morgan is not a threat to herself or others, and that she is the possible target of a threat. And clearly, you know, that's just a lie, but interesting. No, I came here because I'm drunk, and I'm drunk because you're in danger. That's the other way round. I drank because I was pissed and casted everyone around me told me to go home. Even though he shot a guy only a few hours ago. I'm the one who's too emotional and too useless. So I came here to catch you a bad guy. Because you defended that cop killer. Uh-huh. He's also an orca killer. The whale cop killer. Killer whale cop. I love her so much. Every goddamn idiot in the city wants to shoot him. And also you, because you're a sticky lawyer. Look at her face. Thanks. And I'm a cop. Cops are supposed to protect people. This is why I say she's a good cop. And I know she's drunk and, you know, shown up at a lawyer's house completely plastered. But at the same time, she's like, it's not right to do extrajudiciary murder. You know, oh, God. Even sticky lawyers. Thanks. So I'll park myself right here and catch the next assassins they send it after you. Whoa. So I'll park myself right here and catch the next assassin they send after you. Is she suggesting that the police sent the assassin from the Blue Bloods? Interesting. I don't know if that's what she's suggesting, but interesting. Then lock him up and throw away the key. And if I accidentally saved your life, yeah, that's okay. Even if you don't deserve it. You could have just stopped talking. I can stop talking easy. I just want to give her a big hug and put her somewhere comfortable and give her a glass of water. Do you really not have anything to drink? I mean, there's a bottle of whiskey like right there. I'm not sure I want to drink with you, detective. Who invited you? You're the host. Literally, bottle of whiskey right there. You're the host, do whatever, but I am going to do what I gotta do, and... what else is screw top? If I have to host a drunk Detective Reyes for the rest of the night, as I evidently do, I suppose I needn't force myself to go through the ordeal sober. I'll get a bottle opener, detective. Oh shit. I said I'll get it. No! Oh my god, I love her so much. She's so easily my favourite character in this. Wait, this is the best part of the vid, where it breaks down the horsepower. For years, all they abided by this gentleman's agreement with their engines would have horsepower capped at 270 or so, to avoid this, like, arms race of engineering in a country with such a huge street racing scene. Right. But the crazy part is, it was only ever on paper. They were building and selling cars with 300 plus horsepower. And they all just listed the horsepower as 270 domestically. Yeah. And God, everyone knew it. I mean, they were selling the same car with the same engine, with the same goddamn torque rating in two different countries. And they were saying, oh, I don't know, I think it's 276. That's crazy. I was born in the wrong generation. I'll die without even knowing what gasoline smells like. Gasoline is odorless. What? It's odorless. They added a strong smell during refinement so that leaks could be noticeable. That's natural gas, you dummy. Scare me for a second, jeez. If you're going to try and ruin something for me, I never even had a chance of experiencing. You better get it right. Doesn't know the difference between gas and gasoline. So, you knew Chopin? Sir, you knew Chopin? Huh. God. We dated, okay? Happy? I wouldn't have guessed that. I mean, to be honest, I did guess that. For how long? Once. Which is not a lot, I know. It was such a shitty date, wore his uniform like I was supposed to salute. God, he was cheap. I said, what'd you tip the bartender? And he got all confused. He just handed me 2 cans. Why would I tip? Because you tipped the goddamn bartender, man. That's why. You can always tell when someone grew up with money. Maybe they just can't hide it. I mean, none of them ever learned the decency to try. Rothfu's not bad. I mean, it's obvious still, but the airhead just kind of obsesses it. Yeah, that's... What do you mean? Emma comes from money? I mean, yeah, obviously. Like, there's the Rockford Foundation. Guess even you can tell a joke. Worst date I've ever been on. Waitress looked like she was going to stab him. You'd think he was allergic to salt with all the nitpicking he did. And then he has the balls to tip 10%. That is bad. Oh, what do you know? You probably haven't been on a date since the 60s. How old do you think I am? I was talking about the tip. What tip? Oh, the tip. But yeah, but still, do you even have a dating profile? Or do you just hang around funeral homes and castles and shit looking for other creatures of delight? I don't have a dating profile. You met Chopin through an app? Yeah, a dating app for cops. There's a dating app for cops? Yeah, just for cops. Just for all. Why is it called Just for All if it's just for cops? It's a... Oh, it's a pun. Well, not really a pun. Wordplay. Play on words for justice for all. The cop catchphrase, we say it all the time when we catch people. There's an app for everyone. Probably even lawyers with sun allergies. I don't think there's an app for me. Hang on, let me just project a hologram of the world's smallest violin out of my eye socket. Apps suck anyway. This one I matched, she was terrible. Her teeth. She was trying to smile or some shit, she was all teeth. I think it was her first kiss. You remember your first? I don't know why everyone's always so concerned with firsts. How's that mean? Don't worry about it. I've never once given a second thought to anything you say, so get that straight. Wanted to slap the guy's dumb face at the end of that date. And then I didn't even recognise him. When London came in, he was face down. Whole floor, blood, just blood and paper. Couldn't turn him over, had to preserve the scene. Just had to leave him there. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not sorry, I'm angry. You seem to get angry a lot. You've been to anger management? You know what that's about? Managing anger? Keeping calm, not letting your emotions control you. I'm great at all of that. If you say so. I do say so. With what I'm feeling most of the time, I'm goddamn same with how calm I stay. I'm just too small. Little hole in the bottom of a big water tower. Fills up faster than it'll ever drain. If I was big, I'd trample the whole city down long before my anger's gone. Didn't even seem like people from the hall. Just two people-shaped things face down in blood. Sasuke and Chopin, they were both face down? What? Yeah. Because Rogers was cuffing Sasuke on the ground? Rogers? What a klutz, that guy couldn't cuff a cow. A cow? I don't know, something that cuff easily. A dress shirt? Oh, what do you want? A round of applause? Everyone clap for the world's greatest, wordsmith. Just shut up. Persuading her to remove her shoes and socks before tossing her up the stairs was the very upper limit of my patience. Making it off the floor and onto the bed is up to her. I don't care, I can sleep on my couch. I could sleep in my chair if I had to. I can fall asleep in any position, actually, it's... well, not actually worth bragging about, especially to myself. So now a homicide detective knows where I live. Guess the address is on the business card, downside of a home office. At least it's fun to imagine how sick she'll be tomorrow. Can't remember a time I got that drunk, thankfully. Can't remember a time I got that mad. It still doesn't really explain why she is as emotionally invested in this. But, alright, let me just talk about this for a sec. But, like, something it does and something it doesn't say. It's, like, I guessed that she and Chopin were involved at some point, because there was just, like, I mean, maybe it's a cliche that, like, this female character is being emotional about a dead guy, and clearly they were involved at some point, you know. But it played into that, but at the same time, it didn't, because they weren't a couple at the time. And based on what she's just said, she really didn't like the guy. They didn't get along. It was a terrible date. It was once. She barely recognized him when she came in. So it's not that, like, she actually secretly really liked him, and that's why she's had such a reaction to this. Is it just because it was a cop that she sort of did know? I don't really understand why she has had this reaction. But the other thing it says is that it's further deconstructing the myth of Chopin. Like, when we first hear about him, it's just like, oh yeah, he's this completely straight as an arrow, great guy. And, you know, I guess that's what people say about dead people, but, like, yeah, there's all of this, like, oh yeah, he's this fantastic guy. He was, like, genuine and helpful and kind and really honest, and, you know, that's why he was a problem among the cops and stuff. But it kind of feels like he was just a bit of a rich, spoiled guy who probably was just taking this job to advance his career, based on just what other people are actually saying about him. He wasn't doing this in order to help the world. He was doing this because it was part of a longer-term political career as part of the Chopin family. Anyway. And the last time I cried... Screw this, introspection's a scam. I'm not nearly so flush that I can afford to waste time on it. Oh my god, stop smiling like that. Yes, you found a teacher's missing keycard. No, you're not Sherlock Holmes. Or whoever his lawyer was. Oh, I'm sure you're going to be the most popular kid in school overnight now. Well, I wasn't being that sarcastic, but I hope it's somewhat true. Deadline for your little club's sign-up period is next week, isn't it? Actually, you'll need to find 4 members. I'm gonna be out that day. Family thing. What a face. You show everyone puppy dog eyes that pathetic? Look, if you're gonna be a lawyer, you'll need to get better at reading fine print. See, you need 5 members to found a club, but if you have at least 2 members present at the qualification time, you can get an extension. I mean, even you can get 1 person to join, right? Just use that winning personality of yours. It's a family thing, I can't say no. Nothing, I didn't say anything. 11:31 AM. The State Building. Like, I wish we had more of that scene. Like, I know we got a lot, and I love how this game expands on Farah every episode. To be honest, they're expanding on, like, all the characters, in a way that I didn't really expect. But last time we had her love of cars introduced, we had her, like, her regret about her eye, and, like, a mention of her dad and stuff. And in this one, we found out more about, like, her dating and how she's sort of, I guess, not so much that she's struggling to find a balance, but she's struggling to find a place. She went into being a police officer as such an idealist. And, like, both the eye and, like, how little effect she's really having are really just getting her down. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'll be back with more soon. I will try and get this back to being a proper regular thing. I apologise. It's hard to do this so regularly because it's like solid talking, but I've still got a bit of a cough. So hopefully I'll be able to continue it soon. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, no spoilers in the comments. And I will catch you later.